Hello folks, it's Chris in Arena Studio with another acoustic guitar lesson for you. Today we're going to be looking at how to learn your first strumming pattern besides the one that goes down, 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 down. We're going to add an upstroke into this, and this is actually going to be a play along lesson. So you're going to play along with me, then you get to feel how long and at what tempo is the correct way to practice your first strumming pattern. So if that's what you're looking for, then this is the video for you. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Please subscribe to the channel and like and comment and share these videos if you want to. And also don't forget to give that bell a little bit of a ding for me as well. So today we're going to be looking at learning how to practice and to learn your very first strumming pattern. And the strumming pattern that we're going to look at is, instead of doing the standard 4 strums, and I've just got a G chord, don't worry, you don't have to learn a chord for this. So I'm just going to give you an example of this with a G chord, okay? So normally we start off with this type of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Which is pretty straightforward, and we can all sort of cope with that relatively quickly on this musical journey of learning the guitar. Today we're going to add an upstroke in, which is basically an offbeat. It's in between the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to practice this, and you can play along with me so that I know you've practiced this the correct way. And then all you've got to do is drop back on the video, probably every day, just run over it again. I'll try and put a timeline link on it so that when you come back to the video, just click on that and it's going to take you straight to the start of the practice on this play along lesson. Okay. And then we know that we've done quality practice the correct way together, okay? So the strumming pattern that we're going to learn is this: down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can still see that with the upstrokes, we're actually playing in between the main beats. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you've got that. Now the idea of this is that we don't need to play a chord, because when we add a chord to anything that we're learning, it's 2 amounts of information that we're trying to process as a guitar player. So we're multitasking. So because I'm not great at multitasking, sack the chord off, and we're just going to dampen the strings, okay, and then we're just going to go nice and slowly together. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'll count us in with a 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 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 okay, so that should give you an indication of how we're going to work on this pattern. Now the next step for this is, like I say, we don't need to worry about a chord at all for this, because we're going to put all our brain power, all our processing power, just literally into getting this strumming pattern right. Now, if it's too easy for you this, then obviously you need to move on and look at 1 or 2 other more advanced strumming patterns, but this is basically aimed to get you to add this to a few chords. Off and running once you've got a few chords, which we'll look at. I think I've already got another video on here, and I've also got one that's 5 basic strumming patterns which you can apply the same principle on all this. So together we are now going to practice this strumming pattern at a really slow tempo, and the reason why we're going to be slow is because this is what happens really when I'm working with a lot of students. I'll say to them, play the strumming pattern slow, and they'll go, and I'll go, play it slow, and they'll go, I'll go, play it slow. This is slow. Okay? So again, the problem that we have is we're already subconsciously aware that we want to play things faster, because if it's the chord sequence of a song, you're already pre-programmed for the tempo of that song or that piece of music. So the idea is to try and separate that, and you have to be in control of the practice, the quality practice. So this is why we ditch the chord and we focus purely on this right hand, okay? So I'm going to give us a nice slow count, and then we're going to do this for at least 30 seconds together, okay? And then we'll have a little rest, and then we're going to go again, okay? So here we go. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay? So you might think that that's pretty easy, and it is. But what we need to do now is to go again. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing again. Play along with me, because then you know that your tempo is going to be correct, and you know that you're going to be doing it the correct way. Okay? So here we go again. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay? Now what happens if we try and go too long at first? We start to wander. This subconscious takes over. What's for tea? Shall I see what's going on Facebook or TikTok? You know, we start to drift off. So this is why I do a little short burst, and then we're going to go again. So get ready. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and a minute this time. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 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 3 and 4 and. See how difficult it is to play for 1 minute without making a mistake. I can guarantee that we've probably made, one or two of you have probably made a little, oh, and then you have to try and catch up, okay? That's fine. But what I'm trying to do is show you the whole process of channeling your attention and your focus to get everything right and correct before we move on. We're going to go again. This time we're going to go for 2 minutes. Okay, so it's a play along this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, See how long that seems. It seems like forever, 2 minutes, but most songs are going to be see how long that feels? And that's just 2 minutes. So if we've got a song that's going to be 3, 4, 5 minutes long, you have to be able to sustain that strumming pattern. So we're going to go again. This is the final 2 minutes. So what we've done, I think if I was correct, we've done a 30 seconds, a 30 seconds, 1 minute, a 2 minute, and then 2 minutes. You have to come back to this and do this again tomorrow and the day after and the day after so that you develop this. Okay? So the final 2 minutes. 1, 2, you can do it 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 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 3 and 4 and. So there you go. Now, would you normally practice like that when you're first starting out and learning your strumming patterns on the guitar? Probably not. So that's my job. My job as a teacher is to try and help you to make as quick, the most productive goals and be most effective with your practice time as is possible. So you need to rewind that little bit now, probably go to the timestamp. I've got to suss out how to do that for this, but I will have probably done it by the time you're watching this. And it's going to take you back to the start of the 2:30 seconds, then the minute, and then the 2 minutes. So we've actually done 6 minutes of sitting going, which you wouldn't do at home. You might just try it for a little bit and then you make a few, or if you go quickly, this is what happens, you go down, down, down. You lose your stride, so stay focused. That's why I want you to play it along with me. If you play it along with me, you're going to find that you'll be consistent. And if you do make a mistake and I'm going down and you're going up, there's something wrong if we're doing it at the same time. So just try and drop back in and get up to the same level as me where I am, keep playing the same parts as me and we'll be all right, okay? So this is a little bit of a trial lesson, this, because I do see a lot of things on YouTube where they'll say, play this, play that, do this, do that. And for me, the core element that's missing is telling you how to practice these things. So hopefully this play along thing that I'm sort of going to try and hit a few lessons like this for you, that it's literally having me there with you and we play together. Then we know that we've done it the correct way, all right? So fingers crossed it's going to work and it'll help some of you out. I'm sure it will. And a lot of the students that come to the studio ask me for this. They say, we watch all the videos on YouTube, Chris, but nobody actually tells us how long to practice, whether we're practicing it right, whether we're practicing it wrong, So this is the idea of this, is to try and take the video concept up another notch for you, okay? So please give me a like and a subscribe to the channel and ding that bell, and I'll see you next week with another lesson from me, Chris, in Arena Studio Land. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and stay safe and well. See you. Bye.